Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another Contagious Smiles Teen Talk podcast. Today I'm here with my co-host Faith, and today's special guest is Troy. Hi, Troy. How
Hello.
are you?
Good. I'm good. How about you?
Good. I'm good, thank you. Faith, would you like to start off with a question?
What got you to start cooking in the first place?
Can you say that again?
What got you to start cooking in the first place? She has food in her mouth. Isn't that ironic for a cooking show podcast?
Really?
So when I was 5, my dad and I were making fruity pepper treats, and that's what got me into cooking. But what really happened is that I got this whole cooking show for my birthday, and this was during COVID, so we had nothing to do.
Logan has a very special way that he makes certain foods that I don't understand. Tell Troy and Tara about your one thing you do that I just can't wrap my head around and see what they think.
Oh, my noodles?
Yes. Oh.
Oh, yeah. So I'm a big fan of the instant ramen noodles. So for I'd say now about 3 years, 4 years, I have the same recipe. What I do is I cook up some I like the I forgot how to pronounce it, the maruchan. I think that's what they're called. And I microwave it, and I like the hot and spicy chicken flavors. So then what I do is I add about half a bottle of um Frank's Red Hot original hot sauce, and
Oh
I
wow.
add some spicy red cayenne pepper in it. And I've been doing it now for about 4 years. I enjoy it a lot.
Wow, yeah. So you like spicy food.
I do. I love spicy food.
Oh,
I'm
great.
not a big spicy fan. I would burn.
I've
Yeah,
been doing it for a while, so I'm used to it.
yeah. Troy tells me my food is too spicy, so he's like, "Dad, you made it too spicy."
He's like Dorito spicy. It won't burn me as much. I'll probably but in the next 10 seconds I'll be like, I need water. I need water now.
What was your
Cool.
favorite thing to make?
What's your
So
favorite
far.
thing to make so far?
Is like to make so far. I don't really have one, but my favorite food is basically a dessert. It's called the double-decker chocolate cake. And even though we haven't made this in a while, my favorite savory is like fish and chips.
Ooh.
What's your hardest dish to make?
The hardest.
Probably the Napoleon cake because we had 3 layers. It's like
Yeah, it's the longest because it take you. It's a Neapolitan cake is chocolate, strawberry, and vanilla. So each layer is a different flavor, and then it's got the buttercream frosting on the outside. So, but you have to make 3 different cakes, let them cool, put them together, make the frosting, put that. So it's time consuming. So that's probably been one of the more challenging ones to do.
it probably
Mm.
wait. Wasn't the recording like 30 minutes long?
I believe so. Yeah, I think if you look on season 10 of Cooking with Kid Troy, it should be episode 1.
All desserts.
Yes, all season 10 is all desserts, and Neapolitan cake is
The first one.
Yeah, is the first one.
But
Wow.
recording is like 30 minutes. Like with recording and all the bloopers and stuff like that, it took us all day just to make that.
Who's the better cook?
Dad.
Yeah,
Dad.
that's why the show is called Cooking with Kid Troy, because I'm teaching him how to cook, as a young kid, so he becomes older. So then when he's older, he can cook for me.
Okay. So do y'all want to explain the hot seat question, and we'll periodically throw one at him and let him have a little fun with this? Who wants to explain how that works? Logan, you want to explain how the hot seat works?
Can you repeat that again? I just had to fix my headset.
Do you want to explain how the hot seat question works for the two of them?
What is that?
Oh, like where we say, okay, Troy, you get to put your dad in the hot seat, and
Uh-oh.
what happens is you get to ask him anything.
Oh, yes.
you want.
Any questions, and he has to answer.
That's right.
And you cannot get mad at you.
That's right.
No,
can't
you
get
can't.
mad.
That's the biggest rule. You cannot get mad.
Oh yeah, I rarely get mad at him.
But you have to answer whatever he asks.
Okay, we'll do.
All right, well, here you go. This is a once in a lifetime opportunity. Troy, I would take this to the bank. This is your once in a lifetime chance. What would you like to ask your dad?
Yes. Dad, how long have you been cooking?
That's the
How-
question you want to ask your dad?
Yeah.
And I got multiple. I got a lot of stuff to think.
Okay.
How long have I been cooking? Since I was 7. I started when I was just a little younger than you, or about your age. So that would be 40 years.
And what and like didn't you have 2 jobs? You were cooking
Did I have 2
and
jobs?
like you were cooking in the Navy?
Oh, yeah. So I had I was a chef in the Navy, and I was also a culinary arts teacher in high school. So I taught culinary arts in high school. Not home ec. Home ec was downstairs, culinary arts was upstairs.
Get good questions, Troy. This is your chance.
So have you ever had a YouTube channel before? Before me?
Yes, actually I did, and it was very unsuccessful. So I had a YouTube channel in 2006 when it was like all cat videos. I can't remember what year I put it out, but it was a show called Oh Taste and See by Chef TD. And in fact, my autobiography is out now. This is Oh Taste and See. I don't know if you guys can see that, but this is my autobiography called Oh Taste and See: The Culinary Memoirs of Chef TD Robinson. So yes, I put the channel out 17 years ago, and I think I got like 480 views. So that was before YouTube was big, and now YouTube is big, and I created you a YouTube channel.
Troy, let
But-
me tell you. Logan, Faith, tell them on average what you guys get. So Troy has an idea what to expect when you guys put something out.
I don't know, like usually, like follower wise.
Like views and stuff when you
Oh,
go to book?
views. Maybe 40 million,
That's
maybe
a
even
lot.
higher sometimes.
Wow. 40 million. That is huge, man. Congratulations on your success.
Thanks.
That's
They're
awesome.
awesome.
We thank Victoria for it.
Yeah,
No, what do you mean? No, this has nothing to do with me. It's all you two.
No one that helped them.
I'm just producing in the background. Don't put me in the hot seat.
Yeah.
I am not in the hot seat, you two. No.
You know how hard it is to get 40 million views on YouTube? That is an amazing feat.
They do
Most
it on
people don't-
TikTok, Instagram.
Wow. Most people are struggling to get 1 million, much less 40 million.
I also have a question for you.
Uh-oh. He has another question.
All right.
What happened to that TikTok? You know, the one that we made like a blueberry cake or blueberry cookies. What happened to
Okay.
that?
So I made a TikTok. Troy has a YouTube. He has a YouTube, a TikTok, and an Instagram. And it's at Cooking Kid Troy, KOOKIN Kid Troy. And I did this TikTok, but I haven't posted on TikTok in like 2 years. Yeah, I don't use it's just me. I'm a one man. I'm the cook, the baker, the candlestick maker. I'm doing everything. And
Okay,
so
you two, tell him what Victoria does. I'm a one woman show, and tell him that's not an excuse. Y'all go get him, get Terrence, stand up for Troy. Go.
That's how you get the views. You have to post on different platforms.
I know I do, and I literally don't. I run out of time.
I'm
I
just
literally run out.
I'm just a one man show.
Yeah, I'm just one guy. But no, I put stuff on his TikTok and I post on his Instagram. I put all his food and stuff up there. So the blueberry episode just wasn't a good look, so I never put it out. There's some things that we do that I don't. If it doesn't mesh well with the show, then we won't put it out. But that's what happened to it. I thought I told you that. Did I didn't tell you that?
I don't think you
Okay.
taught me to be with that.
Do you guys ever make anything where, there are some like maybe like embarrassing things in it and you just like maybe cut it out and still post it? Or no, if there's something embarrassing in it, you just don't post it?
Yes.
Yes.
You want to answer that one?
We have like episodes where we mess up. Like if it was just like a simple mess up or like something funny, we would put it on blooper episode.
Mhm.
But like we had one where I said something wrong, and you had to keep me on the episode, right?
Well, there were a
Remember
couple
that?
times, and then I deleted one thing that you said because it wasn't factual, so I had to delete that part, and then we just went into something else. But there's some times where I've messed up, and there was one episode. What was it? It was the ice cream waffle episode, and I didn't like the episode at all. I was going to scrub the whole thing and do it over, and Troy was like, "No, Dad, we should keep it." So I kept the episode, and I can't remember where it is. It might be season 6 or 7, somewhere
Wait.
around there.
How bad was it? Like I don't.
Remember, we didn't even do an outro because I threw it away. We didn't even remember. We didn't do an outro. He said my dad didn't like it, but he wanted to keep it as an episode.
Oh, so we just decided not to do the outro because I can't remember that far.
Yeah, it's on our channel. If you watch it, it's the ice cream waffle episode, or ice cream and waffles. I think that's what I did. That's the one that I did that we didn't do an outro for because I didn't like the dish, but Troy liked it, so I kept it. And there's a blooper after each season, from season 4 and up. Seasons 1 and 2 don't have any. Season 1, 2, and 3 don't have bloopers, but I think all the rest of them do.
No, 4 doesn't either.
4 doesn't?
I don't think so.
Oh, maybe 4 doesn't.
I have a question for you. Well,
Yes, ma'am.
actually, one, have you ever had a food fight?
Have you ever had a food fight?
A food fight.
That's a good question.
No.
Oh,
Yeah, I've never had a food fight. We don't.
Me
Yeah,
neither.
I don't want to throw food away. I try to repurpose it.
What is it like working with my mom?
What is it like working with your mom?
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on now. What?
She put mom in a hot seat.
That's all right. That's all right.
Working with your mom is quite insightful. Your mother's a remarkable woman because I've learned a lot. Actually, I sit next to her in our training sessions, and when we met, I told the class about cooking with Kid Troy, and she was like, "Oh, you're somebody I need to network with." And then she did her intro, and then she said what you guys were doing, and I'm like, "Whoa, I need to be working with you," because she has way more followers than what we have.
Well, I know I asked, have you ever just generally messed up with stuff? What about on like foods and stuff? Have you ever like terribly messed up on a food and like really, really badly?
Oh yeah, there's
I
been
think,
times, yeah,
Yeah.
I've burned something and couldn't use it and had to shoot the whole thing over again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, cooking is an art, baking is a science. And there are times where maybe you didn't have the right amount of baking soda, or maybe it was too much salt, or maybe the grease wasn't hot enough. There's an episode called a Cajun fried egg that we make. I think that's in season 4
I
or
don't
3.
remember.
You don't remember? It's in one of the earlier seasons, and I screwed up royally, but I left it in. I left the screw up in because I want people to know that just because I've been cooking 30, 40 years, no matter how long you've been cooking, you're still gonna mess stuff up because it's just simple mistakes.
Yeah.
So I don't want people to be intimidated in the kitchen.
But also, but if we like mess up badly and had to reshoot the whole thing, we would probably do that the next day instead of doing it back to back.
Yeah.
Mm.
But we will make a blooper out of it to show people that, hey, even, we mess up.
That's good to get the message across.
Mm-hmm.
You guys have any other questions?
Faith, you want to ask?
I'm trying to think of one that I could ask for my dad.
You gotta get the doozy. Troy, you
But-
can give anything about his life, like secret. Yeah, see, now you're getting it. Now you're getting it.
What's your favorite dessert to make?
My favorite dessert? Oh, you should know that one. Chocolate chip cookies. Yeah, that's
How's
my
the
favorite.
test?
Classic.
Like, what is your favorite games to play, like online? Because we have an Xbox. I think.
My favorite online games?
Yes.
Shooter games. Halo, Call of Duty, anything where it's like a war combat situation. That's the military in me. I'm retired military, so I like shooter games or
Okay.
fighting games.
Like the
Mortal Kombat and
Marvel, the
Tekken,
Marvel thing.
yeah, Marvel versus Capcom, those kind of games. So fighting games and shooter games.
what games I like is car games, like car.
Oh yeah, you like cars. So
Yeah.
he beats me at cars all the time when we play on our Xbox, and so he beats me all the time.
I'm a car person. I like cars.
Oh yeah, Troy. That's Troy's favorite. His birthday party was themed in cars when he was his first birthday party. I had a Cars theme, so he loves. Who's your favorite character on Cars?
Cars 3. I have two favorite kind of Cars game that I like.
Who?
The first one is like Cars 3, and my favorite character is either Lightning McQueen or Jackson Storm.
Yeah, Jackson Storm is your favorite.
And
You always he
also-
beats me with Jackson Storm.
And also the second one is Mario Kart.
Everything Mario. So Troy, people don't know this about Troy. I'm about to snitch on you. Troy's a really good pianist, so he can play the Mario theme song on the keyboard.
It's impressive.
Awesome.
He taught himself how to play the Mario thing. He's like, I heard him playing one day, and I thought he was playing Mario in his room. So I go in there, I realize he's not in his room. He's in the office. I'm like, Troy, what are you doing? He's like, listen, Dad. Dun, 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 dun. I was like, you're playing Mario? And yeah, Dad, I taught myself how to play this. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool.
I like
And my-
Mater from Cars. Mater's the best.
Oh, cool. You like that? That's
I
one of your
like
characters
Mater.
too. Yeah, Mater.
Mater is funny. Mater is very
Yeah,
funny.
Mater's really funny.
I used to always grow up doing, Mater. I used to know how to do like a little bit of a, good Mater impression.
Yeah,
I
doing the-
completely lost it.
No, I like how. Wait, you about to do the impression?
Were you doing the impression?
No, I don't know how anymore. I used to know how, but I don't know how anymore.
Yeah. So, and my favorite character to use on the Mario Kart game is like Mario, Bowser, Luigi. There's multiple.
Oh yeah. He makes me play Mario Kart with him so we can race together.
So, Troy, you got to think of a really good, deep question that you never had the nerve to ask your dad. Personal, deep, personal
Get
question.
dirt out of me.
What school did you went to?
What school did I go
This
to?
is not something you're gonna.
That's public knowledge. You can get that.
Hang on. What country did you went to? Did you went to all countries in the world?
No.
Where were you born?
No. That's a lot of how much time do we have? I've been to 22 countries.
Troy, you're supposed
Yeah.
to ask him questions that.
Wait, you had one. Miss Vicky had something. What were you saying?
Troy, you're supposed to ask him stuff like, when you were a teenager, did you ever sneak out? Did you ever? These are the questions you can get away
Oh,
with asking now.
Dirt. That's what she wants to know. No, I was a saint. I was a good boy. I went to church
I don't
every day.
believe it.
That I believe. Everyone has a little troublemaker.
What's that?
He said, I don't believe that. Everyone has their own little troublemaker
I
side.
know.
No, I did it. I got suspended from school for skipping school. And what else?
I told you.
I would talk to all the pretty girls, and
Were you a
What else?
player?
Huh?
Were you a player?
no, I like to make people laugh, and women love to laugh, so they would give me their number because I could make them laugh.
Yeah, I knew he was capping. I knew he was capping.
What else? That's all I did. I was the class clown in school. I would make people laugh, and I would get suspended for it because I would disrupt.
Did you ever get expelled?
No, I never got expelled. Almost. I took a gun to school.
What?
Trying to be cool, trying to fit in with the in crowd, and it wasn't a real gun. It was a BB gun, but it looked real. So the principal knew the principal was my mom's high school teacher. So I just got suspension. I think I got detention for like 6 hours because they realized it wasn't a real gun. If it was a real gun, I would have probably gone to jail. That would have been bad.
Yeah. Oh, like why? Wait, what?
But when I went to college, I was a AB student. I graduated with honors. That's a redeemable quality. I never got in serious trouble. I wasn't a fighter.
But hang on. Like, what does a BB gun do? Like, when you pull the trigger, like, does it shoot
Shoots
out?
BBs.
Does it hurt?
Yes,
Like, what does it do?
it hurts.
No, like, hang on. BBs, like, what are
They sting. They're little pellets. It was a BB gun.
Can they bleed?
They're not supposed to. I guess it depends on how close, if it's point blank range. I know a guy that got shot in the eye with a BB. It wasn't me,
Ow.
and he put his eye out. It hurt really bad. She was
Oh,
blind in one eye.
why?
I don't know.
Who would do that?
His
Who
cousin.
would do so?
Your dad, apparently.
No, it wasn't me. I just knew the guy. We went to school together. Yeah, well, I wouldn't do something like that. No, I wouldn't do that.
So, Troy, you could ask your dad something like, what was your worst thing about being a teenager? Were you disrespectful to your parents? Were you not
Yeah,
compliant? Did you sneak out?
yeah.
No, I literally was a good kid. I think I stayed out. I never stayed out overnight, but I did stay out past midnight and got in trouble for that.
I'm about to go full police on you. Interrogating.
You about to interrogate me?
Yeah.
Don't interrogate me. Please don't. No, I
What was last?
what? That's so weird. Yeah, I don't think, the only thing I've ever done, I stayed out past curfew, stayed out past midnight.
Why is that a bad thing?
Because my mom didn't know where I was, and she had to cancel work to come find me, and I got in trouble when she grounded me for like a month. I was such a good kid. I was going to the military, and I was like, I can't get in trouble.
Were you wealthy or were you wealthy, rich, or
We were middle class.
what do you mean by middle class?
We made enough money to live like everybody else, but we weren't.
Like not for the extra things like band or.
Well, I mean, in the beginning, we started off having nothing. In fact, if you read my book, it's in there. So, Old Taste and Sea can be found on Amazon, and I talk about how I grew up not having, and so it encouraged me to go. I got in the kitchen when I was like 7, watching my grandmother cook, and then I had to wait. We didn't have Food Network back then. Cable had just come out in the late 70s, early 80s, and there weren't any cooking shows on TV. So you really had to learn from parents or family.
Since you were in the military, in the Navy, have you ever been out in war?
Yes.
With anyone?
Yes.
And what was the war called?
The Iraq War, the war on terror.
Oh,
President
from
Bush.
the.
Yeah. I was in Baghdad in 2011.
We'll never forget that day.
Yeah.
In peace.
Logan, babe, do you have any interrogating questions? Why do you look at me? No, not to me. Don't even look at me.
Well, live off of you.
No, I'm gonna really mean. I'm just gonna aim my one only target right here.
Logan, do you have any? I think they're so excited to know they could ask you about me outside of how they know me podcasting.
I'm not gonna be that mean. I'm just gonna ask my dad a few questions. Just to make sure he can explain about his life and not keep it a secret from me.
I'm not keeping anything a secret. You know what?
Are you sure?
Faith, do you have any questions for them?
Okay, I got asked. What was the worst trouble you got into?
What's the worst trouble you ever got into?
The worst trouble I've ever got into was probably the one I mentioned earlier about staying out past midnight when I was 16.
Oh, I thought that was the one with when you brought.
What did you do that you didn't get caught for?
What did I do that I didn't get caught for? I've stolen things. So I could be very addictive. And I remember anybody who bullied me or teased me, but this is back before cameras were big and they didn't have cameras in schools. And if somebody was bullying me, I would have a really good short-term memory. So I could memorize someone's locker number and then ask for permission to go to the bathroom. On the way to the bathroom, I would go to their locker and open their locker, take all their books out, and throw the books away out off school premises. So that way, at the end of the school year, they would have to pay for all those books.
Even though that's very smart, I'm glad what you did. Still gotta turn you in.
No, so yeah, I didn't get caught for that, but yeah, I was the guy, and I would pretend to help the person find the books. I'm like, oh my God, someone broke into your locker. Who was it? Who was it? It was me all along.
Logan, do you have any questions?
And I've been listening to Faith's good questions. When you Was that like the worst thing you've stolen, or there's been like something really bad that you stole?
That's probably the worst thing I've done in terms of stealing. We once
Have you ever
broke
stole from a store?
from a store. Yes. Yes, I think I've stolen from a store before.
See, Troy, these
What
are the questions you get to ask.
what did you steal?
Oh my gosh, simple stuff like food, drinks, what was it?
Yeah.
I mean, it's all in like under the age of 18. After 18, I never did anything like that after that.
Hang on. Dad, have you ever abused someone? Like abused physically, like you have armed weapons or something like that?
No,
Okay. Have you ever been to jail?
no.
Because one time I saw a picture of that looks kind of like you that had a orange suit
No,
in a jail.
that wasn't me.
Because if
I've
that
never been to jail.
was you, you're going back to the big house.
Yeah, I've never been to jail. I don't. There's two things I don't do, and jail is one of them.
Have you ever been to like juvenile or
No.
what like something like that? Okay.
No.
I have a kid. Have you
I have a healthy fear of jail.
when did you decide to move out of grandma's house?
When I was 17 and I joined the military,
Mm.
and I left and never came back
Well,
to
Oh,
live.
no.
Anyway, I mean, came back. Obviously,
Yeah,
but I never
yeah.
came back to live.
yeah.
So I've been on my own since I swore into the United States Navy in 11th grade.
Mhm.
They had to wait for me to graduate, and then after graduation, I went straight to boot camp.
Dad, remember that old house that we lived down in Power Springs or
Yeah.
something? I forgot what it looks like. Can we take a picture soon later?
Yeah, we can go over
Okay. See a picture of that same. Do you have any pictures of that house?
there. Not with me.
Any other questions?
Not that I can think of.
Not that you can think of.
But I honestly know exactly what you mean by troublemaker. I will never be a troublemaker myself.
Yeah, but you're slick about it. You are very slick. They are huge pranksters. So if you have any prank ideas or you want any prank ideas, these are the two to go to.
What can I say? My halo is held up by horns.
Your halo is held up by horns, that's for sure.
I am never innocent.
I like that one. I'm gonna have to use that.
That is for sure. And I'm thankful that you two took me out of the hot seat. Because
Oh, I forgot about you that.
because I told them how I knew Mr. Terrence, and they were like, oh, and I'm like, no.
I'm gonna ask one more question for Dad.
Uh-oh. That's the
And,
last one.
and I'm gonna make sure that this is a tough one, so it might take me a while to think.
I got one
Dad-
for sure.
Yeah.
Are
Wait,
you
hang on.
are you gonna
Can Shouldn't you be asking me any questions?
Yes. Is that your one question you're gonna ask me back? That's the last one.
No, ask me. No. Ask me what.
No, I'm gonna ask you, are you gonna write any more cookbooks?
I mean, this is the only one that I have right now. Gourmet Meals with Grade School Skills by me, Kid Choi.
You need to get me a copy of that signed, and I will see about selling that off for you. We could sell your books for you on the website. We just published, I did another one the other day, so we're up to 16 books now. Is that right? And
Wait.
we have 4 more coming. Yes, sir.
Cool.
I'm gonna do a part 2 on this. Like,
Yeah, that's
make
what I'm saying.
make more because because in this book we only have 20 desserts and 20 savories. We should probably make another one with 20 more desserts and 20 more savories,
Savory?
but different.
Snacks. How about doing some snacks? Like,
Yeah, we could do a snack edition.
I don't think we have it. I think we only cook like meals and desserts. I don't think
No,
have
we
many-
got plenty of snacks. We got the campfire favorites.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, we make s'mores on the show where we do campfire favorites. We got homemade fruit roll-ups. Remember that one?
oh yeah. Those are snacks.
Mhm.
Yes, but that's not. But how many snacks do we have?
I don't know. It's 100 and some episodes on there. You got a lot. A lot.
Probably not a lot, not like probably 10.
I have to tell you, Troy, I saw some of your episodes and I think you're adorable and you are
Thank
so good. And I know you got your skills. I don't know where you got them from, but you got your skills.
Oh yeah, I got one more. I got actually 2 more for
Okay.
that. Will you go to the store and buy 2 packs of Skittles for me? And will you take me to Six Flags or Made of It for my birthday?
No to the first question, yes to the second question.
Okay.
I was gonna ask Troy if you were gonna get your dad to get you some Skittles. I already know the Skittles thing.
I told her about the Skittles. You love Skittles. But the question was, he said, would I get him 2 bags? And I say no to that because I get him 1 big bag, which should last all summer. It's like a 3-pound bag.
Oh
You don't
no,
need
yeah,
to.
that's what 3? I only 3 of those. You said 3.
I said you don't need 2 of those.
Oh.
It's a 3-pound bag.
How about he gets you
I mean,
one big bag and one small bag?
1 big bag and 1 small bag.
Yeah, we can do that.
How about I get 2 small bags?
Like just just 1 big bag.
That's what I've been saying.
Favorite Skittle?
Let's do that. Let's do that. I think that's all the questions I have for you.
What
if
is
I-
your favorite Skittle color?
Red, blue, pink. I have my 2 favorite bags or my 2 favorite Skittles are like the tropical and wild berry Skittles. But the colors are like the red, blue, pink.
I think you got enough for me.
Okay, give us something that no one knows about your dad. Tell us a little juicy tip.
I don't think I know it. I don't think I have one that I know personally about my dad. Or anything like that. Or maybe tell me your biggest secret that you haven't told me before.
I don't know. I think I told
Stop the cap. Stop the
you. I think
cap.
I have.
Stop the cap. Stop the
I think I
cap.
have, but
Hmm?
I think I have.
Stop the cap.
Mr. Troy, would you ever be interested in co-hosting without your dad an episode of Teen Talk with us?
So do you?
I mean, we could. I mean, we can. I'm try that.
Because we were talking earlier. Logan, you want to tell them what we were talking about doing about the summer camp?
Yeah, so during the summer, we were talking about possibly doing a teen summer camp, you said it was called?
Yes.
And we would get on, so we would get on an hour a day for 5 days. And we're going to, talk to people, on how to, start a podcast and like tips and, how to, go about it. And so, we were thinking about doing something like that. And yeah.
So if
I'm
you're
I might have to think about that because that looks fun to do.
yeah,
I'm
but
just
we would be
about-
doing classes teaching people, and you could teach classes on cooking too.
that's a bad thing, but
You're getting better at it, man. So you could probably teach
but
somebody how to cook.
try. I really want to try.
Troy, give me your best recipe for garlic bread.
Have we made that one?
Oh no!
No.
That's the one. That's probably something we could put on the show.
I don't think so. I don't think we did it. I think we all learned a valuable lesson today.
You know what I think you guys should
Yeah.
try to make that sounds good?
Cheerio.
What's that?
I think you guys should try to make homemade Reese's cups.
Ooh,
Well, he can't do peanut butter, so
I'm sorry. I can't do peanut butter. I am very, very sorry. That's the one thing
Ah,
all foods. Peanut butter. If I even smell it, I'll probably throw up.
go ahead. What is it, Miss Faith? What is on the face?
What?
Oh Lord.
What?
Go ahead.
What?
Whatever it is, because we gotta wrap the show. Go ahead.
I don't know that if I could have gotten in the hospital.
Go ahead, if you dare.
No, never mind. I don't know. I'm cleaning, I know better.
Why?
That, no.
Why?
Haven't met you.
No, I haven't met me.
Well, hard. But I'm gonna not, if I would, if I could, I would. And I also have fun.
Do it. Good.
No.
I won't do anything back. You have my word. Good.
One question.
One question.
What if it was more real card or gotten into? And you have not told me.
What's the worst trouble I've ever caused and I haven't told you
Or gotten into?
or gotten into? What have I done? Nothing.
No, I'm not innocent.
I was the boring one. You know, there's a song in the 80s, you don't drink, you don't
Oh,
smoke, what do
really?
you do? That would be me. I was boring. I was a nerd. I was captain of the debate team. I was all-state chorus.
Remember what?
I was a nerd.
Remember what you once told me?
Says the one who literally just stated that everybody has a little devilly side.
That's true.
I didn't have a devil.
You're the one that literally just stated that. Now you're saying that you never did anything wrong.
What? What did you say?
You said you stated that everybody has a little devil inside, and now you're saying you didn't do anything wrong.
Oh.
I'm just trying to think of what I ever did. What did I do? What do you
What
want?
What did you do and didn't get caught?
And I have a question.
Terrence.
What?
Question. You want told me that at one time in school after you get on your test and snuck out of school.
Okay, let me explain that. Okay, I skipped school one time, and here's the funny story because I've never shared it. My grandfather, who you and Logan know were the light of my life, that were everything to me, passed away. And when he passed away, I was devastated. And so I was in school and I was a freshman. And what happened is I was really having a hard time losing the man that was like a dad to me. And so I went to school. Okay, let me back up. I watched Ferris Bueller for the very first time the day before.
Uh-oh.
And I went to school the next day. I stayed for my math class. I stayed for math because I had a class. I had a test, took my test, and then I may have had somebody call and say I had a doctor's appointment and I had to leave. But what I did is I left school. Okay, this was kind of brilliant. I don't know if I should air it, but I went to the cemetery to go sit at my grandfather's graveside because I was so devastated at losing him. And I actually timed it because I actually called and found out when the bus is picked up and dropped off and everything. The bus.
Mhm.
And I took a bus. Don't look at me like that. I took a bus from the cemetery. I walked back up to the front of the cemetery, down to the closest bus pickup, and took a bus from there to the subdivision, the closest bus drop off. And I walked back up and I got home within like 10 minutes of my normal drop off time from school. And I thought I was in the clear. I thought I took my test, I did whatever. And my child here will tell you that I cannot lie to save my life, can I?
No, I like it because I still cannot lie.
I cannot lie. So I walk in, and my biological mom, who is not like my grandparents were my inspiration, and she looks at me and goes, "So, how was school today?" And I was like, "Great, I did my math test. I'm sure I did well, blah, 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 blah." And she goes, "Anything else you want to tell me?" Nope. Anything else at all? Nope. You don't want to say anything? Nope. So I go over to my grandmother's and I'm sitting there and my biological mom comes in and she goes, "Nothing else you want to tell me?" Nope. And she goes, "How's your doctor's appointment today?" And I was like, "What? What?"
Uh-oh.
And I said, "What are you talking about?" The one day I planned to skip, not to go out with friends, not to go to the mall, not to do anything else, to go see my grandfather at the cemetery. I actually had a doctor's appointment and I forgot. And so I didn't make it to my doctor's appointment because I had forgotten about it. So yeah, that's
So did they call the school?
Oh yeah, they called the school and my biological mother took me up there and demanded that I get in school suspension. And the principal, who was really cool, he's like, "This girl's never been tardy. She's always early, always on time, straight A student, sweet as can be, captain of our debate team. There's no way, everybody acts out. It's not like she went, and did anything. Like I didn't go partying or do drugs or drink or anything. I went to see my grandfather who had passed away. So she was adamant she wanted me in trouble. And they were like, we're not going to put her in trouble because this girl has an impeccable record. And the principal was really cool and said, next time, don't have a doctor's appointment. And he just laughed at me because that was like my wildest side because I felt bad. I even apologized. And I would have apologized for missing school, even though I got caught. But that was it. And I got grounded.
All the time. If you're always the good kid, you'll get away with stuff later in life because you've always been the good kid because you're not a troublemaker.
No,
And so-
but I was the black sheep of the family. I was the not wanted one by my bio parents. That's why my grandparents.
Yeah.
Wait, were you the middle child?
Technically, yes.
Oh yeah, so that's the one that I've always been forget. That the parents always forget. The one and the youngest will get spoiled, and the oldest will always take charge of everything.
I'm a middle child.
Uh-oh, yeah. So you feel the same way?
I'm a middle child.
No, not really.
I'm definitely not ignored by my mother. She definitely obviously does care for me. But my brother's the oldest, so he's the oldest, and my
Yeah.
sister's the youngest. My sister's very chill. She's a good my sister's a good kid. She's very chill, quiet. My brother is the funny maker. He makes the funny, I guess. And
Mhm.
me, I just go along with them. I go along. I have a big relationship with my sister since I was younger, and with my brother, I get annoyed at him sometimes because
Well,
he's
I gotta
the
put
oldest.
Logan in the hot seat. Can you show these gentlemen that are your guests today the beautiful picture you drew for me and tell them behind it why you did it?
Which one?
The one after I got my arm amputated.
The one with the dress?
Yes.
I think I have.
He
I think I have. God.
he was there after my amputation, and what he said to me was the sweetest thing ever. And he does amazing drawings. His drawings are amazing, and he doesn't give himself enough credit. And so he likes to play tricks on me. Like he texted me once and said I'm at the hospital, and I panicked and freaked out. And he was like, "Oh, I'm at the hospital. I'm bleeding." And da 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 da. And then I find out he got a little tiny cut on his finger, and I'm thinking the worst. And I'm thinking, how am I
Oh,
going to
wow.
get on a plane?
Wow.
How am I going to get up there
Number
and get him?
one.
I was like looking at airfare, seeing how I'm going to get up there. And he's got this tiny little boo-boo paper cut looking thing. And I was like, don't ever do that to me again.
Oh,
No.
Number one, that was not a boo boo cut thing. I cut down to my bone. I cut down to my
Deep of
bone.
what I thought it was.
I am.
You're
Um,
muted.
I couldn't get my hands on your dress drawing because that one's currently in my drawer, however you
Well,
pronounce it.
tell him what you did and tell him what you said.
So that one is, I drew a picture. It's a girl in a red dress. And because I know that two colors represent strength, red and purple, that I know of. And I just trust you do red because it's like a more prominent color. And I drew a girl in a red dress. And originally it was just a drawing I drew for Victoria. But then I found out she got her arm amputated. So what I did was I cut off the girl's arm and I drew her prosthetic arm and I put the prosthetic arm on the drawing.
oh, okay. That's sweet.
Nice.
I do have the nightlight drawing.
Ooh, you have to explain that. You're drawing.
I want you to explain this for the reason.
All right, fine. Let me see it. We'll show everybody your drawing. So I told Logan that I want to, he drew this, and this is amazing. There's the infinity sign, and on top is my prosthetic arm, and inside of it is Logan's hand and heart, and we're holding it together because he says that I bring him light in his darkest times. And there's the podcast. And so I told him that when I get this, I'm going to go get it tattooed for him. And he
Oh.
was so excited about it. And that's what I'm gonna get. Because he's amazing.
Did you post it? I mean, we don't see anything. We see the picture of the background of the
Oh, they didn't see it.
house.
Oh, let's see if I can.
Can you see
That
it?
there?
It go. I think it's the screen comes up as you speak, so you have to talk when you're showing whoever's.
Here's the drawing. Can you see it now?
Oh, there we go. Now we see it. Oh, okay.
That is nice.
He
Yeah,
does.
with the
Yeah, I have
hands.
better pieces, but this one is for what I better, not meaning wise, but better just in generally drawing wise, because that one was a little tough, I'd say.
Mhm.
But I like drawing. That's one of my biggest hobbies is drawing. I actually have some of my drawings over here if you'd like to see.
He's
Cool.
amazing.
I'll show you some of my drawings. So number one, I have Gary the snail from SpongeBob.
Yeah, everybody knows
Amazing.
Gary.
Then me and my sister, we enjoy playing. We play a game called Roblox,
Troy loves Roblox.
and
Well, I
yeah,
love
if I could
Oh, yeah.
find it, if I could find it, I'm pretty proud. Ah, here it is. Ah, I got it.
I
Let me
play
just
Fortnite.
grab. There's a pet in one of the games we play. It's called a frost dragon, and I really like it, so I decided to draw it.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
I've seen-
So I'm big into drawing. I have other drawings, but they're put away right now.
Okay. Cool.
Wait, Dad, you play Roblox?
No, you play
Oh.
Roblox.
Then how do you see it?
I've seen it because it's on
You're,
YouTube.
you're writing yourself.
Faith draws too.
Faith draws too. Her drawings are amazing too. So who's gonna thank our guest today and take us out?
I mean, I appreciate you all coming on. I appreciate it a lot. But Faith, you should take us out if you're feeling up to it.
You feel up to it, or you want Logan to do it? She's asking you to do it.
I'll do it. Okay, everybody, thank you for tuning into another Contagious Smiles Teen Talk podcast. Thank you yet again, Troy and his dad, for coming on. It was a pleasure having you guys. And we are out.
Peace.
Peace.